Gypsy Rose Papery. Today I'm here to do a flip through of my Tsunami Rose September design team project, but before I get into that, I wanted to say that I am creating a group on Facebook for alternative junk journals. And this came by because I was really excited about Halloween journals, and I noticed that quite a few people were also, and I know that there is an audience out there for journals that are not necessarily the usual type of junk journal, but I do think that sometimes these kinds of journals like goth and Halloween or darker themes, steampunk, all that stuff gets kind of lost in the big overall junk journal world. So this is just a little nook for us gals who are into alternative themes. So I would really love it if you guys join me over at the Alternative Junk Journals Facebook group. So anyway, we'll jump right into this journal. This little guy is going to be available in my Etsy shop, and the cover is a soft fabric cover. I've put batting underneath to just give it some texture, and it's got a total of 80 pages front and back, and about 30 some odd pieces of ephemera, both Tsunami Rose and Tim Holtz. Everything I used in here is Tsunami Rose, except for some of the like scrapbook paper and some of the other ephemeras like Tim Holtz, and then like random little pieces from my collection. It's got a Sari Silk detach closure, so that means this removes, and it's got a little Tim Holtz trick or treat charm there. I secured the stitching on the outside, and it's got some beads and then a little bronze bat. On the outside, there's like these little stars that you probably can't tell in this lighting or from the camera, but I've just added a little bit of glitter glue to kind of make them shine like real stars. And I did a little Tim Holtz broom, kind of like the little witch is holding it, and I just put some glitter on the handle. And it's got a lot of sewing in here, a lot of lace. On the back it's just plain. I really love this fabric so much. I love the color, I love all the patterns on it. I just really am in love with this cover. All around I've done some stitching detail. Nothing fancy, just some swirly bits. I'm hoping that I'm in frame. And let's just go right in. So in the front cover you just got a little pocket there. And on the Tsunami Rose ephemera I did do stitching all around, and they are distressed. And so my initial thought for this was like kind of like a Halloween party, so a lot of the ephemera is backed, or rather stamped with like music notes, and then I just distressed all around with black ink. This is from the Tim Holtz Halloween ephemera pack, and this is from his paper. Just has some vintage Halloween advertisements there. And so initially I wanted to make this kind of like a little party with like kids trick-or-treating and all that, but it turned more into a vintage Halloween type journal. So I am not mad at that because I love vintage Halloween. So this is just some stamping, and this is by Tsunami Rose. I did attach some tags with Halloween washi. So on this side it says trick or treat, and then on this side it's just skeletons. Paper bags, and then the garment pins are from a papered soul, and I will link her down below as well, but this is just a little bat. And in here we have a piece of the Tsunami Rose ephemera. I just stamped a little perpetual calendar there. And here we have our Halloween party announcement saying it's free entry. And this is a calendar piece from Tsunami Rose, and I think these are called her big elements, and she's got all different styles, not just Halloween, so definitely check her out. I will link her. And here we have a deep lace pocket, and this beautiful paper. I cannot remember because I got this last year at, I want to say Michael's, but don't quote me on that. And this is a Tsunami Rose piece, and I've distressed the back as well. And hopefully we can get her in without too much trouble, because sometimes the lace pockets give some trouble. But this is a piece from Tim Holtz. And on the scrapbook, I just didn't want to coffee dye because I felt like there was a lot of grunginess already going on in here. I wanted it to be bright and I wanted it to contrast with the orange. So I did some spraying, and then I used some of those Tim Holtz dabbers, the kind that were like on clearance at Tuesday morning. And then on the Tsunami Rose pages, what I did was I printed them, and then they were just kind of not grungy enough for me, and so I ended up coffee dyeing them after the fact, and so I got a really cool effect on them where the ink kind of bled through. I love these stamps. These are my new stamps that I got at Michael's, and it's like a vintage Halloween type set, and I am in love with this one. But here's your ticket to the party, even though there's free entry, and some ephemera from Tsunami Rose, and all the pages are kind of lightly stamped with that. I have it right here. I use this stamp here. It's just music notes. Some more stamping, more of that beautiful effect. Love, love, love how that came out. Of textiles. I do believe I got this from Jen at Lipstick Legion Craft. I used some Tim Holtz clippings, and next to this cute little witch cat I wrote, well, I didn't write, but I used the sticker that says most becoming costume. Here we have some black and orange buttons on a garment pin. And here we have the house where the party is taking place. And we just have a little owl on a jack-o'-lantern with some decorative stitching around the journaling card. And here is a page with that same little owl on the edge there. And paper bag. And these were some Halloween playing cards that I got last year. Oh, wait, it says Target, so it must be from Target. But they're really cute, and I just love the jack-o'-lantern's face. And then this is Tsunami Rose, and again the back is distressed. I love this moon image. Little bat. This is Tsunami Rose, and then this is a little Tim Holtz dancing skeleton. He's so cute. And here I used a coffee stained glassine bag. And then I use like dictionary page behind it, and this one is talking about inscriptions and all that, like tombstone. There's another tuck spot behind the bag as well, so it's two, but I just put the one here. Here I stamped 31, and here on this garment pin I put a little pumpkin button, super cute. Some more fabric. A retro flying witch in a very sexy costume. I love the effect on this paper. One of those vintage Halloween stamps. And here the clock has struck 12, and it's the dead hour of night, so it's time to start thinking about, you know, going home. The party's ending. I love, love, love this image. So super cute. And we have another Tsunami Rose. And I thought this was cute because it says Hopkins Music Hall, and I had originally intended this, and it kind of still is, though, kind of like a Halloween party type journal. We have a little ghost, and here we just have a fabric page. We have another tag with the washi that says trick or treat. And then here I have one of those magnetic x-ray clips, and it has a little spooky vocabulary card. And you can remove these tags if you want to, or you can glue them in permanently. It's up to you. This is the middle of the signature, and it says the witch's dance and then vanish. And so I kind of made it out to be like the clock has struck 12, so now like creepy crawlies and all that, like the party's getting a little darker, and so we're gonna have some darker images of bugs and such. So the cat is getting all frightened and his hackles are up. And we have the jack-o'-lantern with a very creepy smile. Some more buttons, fabric, and the crow. Little ghosts coming out, another big element. I love the image on this one. And here it says Happy Halloween. And another flip out tag. Some candy corn. Here we have another creepy crawly, and it says the fragile texture of a spider's web. A little pumpkin card, and this one has an owl with a little crescent moon behind it. Happy hunting. Another glassine bag. And this one has a Tim Holtz owl and some of his paper that I made into a tag. And then on the side here, I have a Tsunami Rose card. And here's just a little witch. And then another little baby witch dressed as the jack-o'-lantern with the things to do. Big elements card, some beads, some snakes, a kitty yowling at the moon, some more pumpkins, and another jack-o'-lantern button, super cute. More of that really pretty bat textile. The broom, I posted this on my Instagram. It says smoldering rubbish with an old broomstick. And someone asked me where this broom was from. It is from an old Graphic 45 Halloween set. I don't know the name, but you could probably find it on Amazon because that's where I found it. And tag. So there's a lot of writing space in here, but there's also a lot of little places for you to hide stuff. So I tried to keep it even between the two. Here we have another big element and a jack-o'-lantern card, and this one says Happy Halloween. And some more buttons. Here we have a Tsunami Rose card, another little haunted house with a bat, and a big element. And here's the end, and here I put a big photo mat for whatever you'd like to do with it, or you could even write over it because it's light enough to write over. And two pieces of ephemera from that Tim Holtz Halloween pack, and this one says The Witch's Flight, and this one is Halloween Greetings, and it's a little witch stirring away at her cauldron. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through. Again, this will be available on my Etsy if you're interested. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!